Yes, it is true. They lied to you without even knowing it. So whom do I mean, right? Who lied to you? Well, like Neville Goddard said, if somebody wants to teach you how to be healthy, wealthy, and wise and needs your money, they are a fraud. I will just say something to that in a second. But this second point, that's the key. And I want you to watch this video till the end, right? Have the awareness, right? Be able to watch a video till the end, because if you're not even able to, hold your awareness, your attention on a video that's maybe 5 to 10 minutes long, how will you be able to, hold your attention on the state of the wish fulfilled? So you should learn to do things till the end. And this is one video that you want to watch till the end, although it might not seem like it because there is not really a technique in here, or not really like it's probably not even going to be a long video. If you understand what I'm going to share, you will reach a new level of freedom and you will never feel like people lie to you. Okay, so what do I mean? People who share their bridge with other people are self-proclaimed gurus. What do I mean with that? In the internet, especially, nowadays, you have people tell you, okay, in order for you to get rich, do this, right? Invest in stocks, do trading, do this, do this, do this, do that. People that, teach you how to become healthy. They say, oh, do this practice, do this, take this pill, do this exercise, do this, and then you will become healthy. Or people who tell you how to get a partner, right? They say, oh, exactly, write this, say this, do this, wear this, look like this, and then go on the streets like this, and then you get a partner, right? The thing with that, or I tell you exactly what is happening, right? People try, and those people have good intentions, right? They lied to you without even knowing it, right? Because what is happening is that people out there, they once had a goal, right? Maybe someone had a goal to be partnered, to be with an SP, to have a better body, to have more money, right? To be financially stable, and so on. And then they unwittingly, identified with that state. They probably didn't knew about the law, so they probably unwittingly also imagined that, thought about that, identified with that, and then their own unique bridge started to unfold. So they did this, and they did this, and did this, and then they try to reproduce that bridge and say, hey, this is my bridge. This happened for me, so just copy it, do what I did, and you also get X result. But this is where the problem lies, right? Every bridge is 100% unique. Yes, it might be that, someone that wants to manifest, a successful online business, for example, might do similar things. Someone that wants to manifest more health might do similar things than another person, but it's never the exact same thing. So the problem is when you listen to what other people's bridges, and they say, hey, for me, I first did this, then I did this, then I worked on this, then I did this, and then I got my results. So just do the same exact steps. This can be problematic. And this has nothing to do with the law, because the law teaches to go straight to the end and let whatever bridge unfold, right? So the problem then is that what happens is that sometimes cults get created, right? A cult around this person, like this person got financial freedom, so now this is the guru, and we have to listen and do exactly what this guru did. But the thing is, as long as your internal state doesn't shift, right? As long as your internal identity basically is staying here, and you just do the things that the people tell you, but your inner identity is not catching up, then it's a problem. When your internal identity first catches up, and then you align with whatever such a person say, and then these things make sense to you, and you like what's been said, and it just comes naturally, right? It automatically, it draws you to a person. They say, hey, do this, this, and that, and you can't resist. You just do it. That's something different, right? But if you don't change your state, and then from, whom can I listen to that can help me get my desire, and then you do external actions, but you still haven't aligned with actually having it, with actually being it, that is where the problem lies. That is where you don't get results. Right? That's why I said they lied to you. So no one has lied wittingly to you on purpose, but if you make someone your guru before you shift your internal state, then that's a problem. And you think, oh, I have to listen to what this person is saying, and if I do these exact steps, then I get also my goal. That's not going to help. Only when you shift within, and then you do steps that align with you, then you can reach your goal. So, right, it's not about the cult of one personality or one person. It's never about the person who even expresses the law. It's also not about me, right? I only express this law, right? I only express Neville's teachings. I express this ever-present law, this ever-present principle, as within, so without, which is the everlasting truth, right? I am. And whatever you put after I am is what you identify with, is what is reflected back in your world. I just express that. So it's not about me, right? So when you ask me, hey, how did you manifest this? Or how can I get a car? Or how can I get this apartment? Or how can I this? And I tell you, hey, okay, you first need to do this, and I only look at my external steps and teach you them. It might be that you don't end up with the goal. It might be that you end up being stuck. But if I tell you, hey, go to the end and appropriate the state of already having it right now, then your own bridge will start. That is a very, very, very important thing to understand, right? Is to not make yourself, and to not attach yourself to a guru and whatever the person says. Again, obviously, there are amazing mentors out there, amazing quote-unquote gurus, right? Experts in fields of finances, of money, of business, of health, of relationships, dating advice. All of that is amazing. But I tell you this, in my own experience, in many clients' experience that I know, if your identity is still over here, right? You're still the lacking person. And then, in order for you to get more money, do this, and this step. But you're still in the identity of being a person that has problems with money, then you can try to do these steps, but like your unconscious, subconscious identity hasn't shifted. But your self-concept is still old. And you try to then do new things, but internally you haven't aligned to this level. And then you will fall back, the results will be short-lived, you won't get results. And that's what I mean, right? Let's also look at the first point, because I know that this is like a huge subject that triggers people in the manifesting space as well, where people say, oh, hey, like, Neville didn't charge, and so you should teach this stuff for free. Like, I had a comment recently, I don't know if one of my videos saying, hey, like, you're just like everyone else, you just want our money, you just want to make money from this, and you should not charge. Like, if you know this law, then why don't you teach it for free, and things like that. And this gave me a good laugh, to be very honest. So here's the thing. First of all, Neville also said, he will never take people's money, and, people who take money for teaching certain things are frauds. Honestly, first of all, like, Neville in later years also took money for his lectures, so maybe this was in the beginning of his career where he said, I will never take your money, but in later, years of his teaching and all of that, he also took money, and he, like, for those times back then, he did quite take like a good amount of money. He made quite a good amount of money, which is totally fine, right? This is also his energy, his time, his effort that he puts in to teach, right? To put in effort in his teaching, same as I do. So why should someone not charge for their offer, for their program, for their energy and time effort that they put in to work with you? That doesn't make any sense. That's simply the exchange medium in this world that we agreed upon. So there's absolutely no problem with that. But I think Neville meant something different with that. Because I think what he meant is, if somebody wants to teach you how to be healthy, wealthy, and wise, he's a fraud. I think what we meant by that is someone, who wants to teach you how to be healthy by saying, okay, you can only become healthy if you take this pill, if you drink this, if you eat this, if you do this, only then you're healthy. Or you can only be wealthy when you buy properties, when you go in real estate. Or you can only be wealthy when you do this, or find this high-paying job. I think what he referred to is people who teach you, again, their bridge and steps. That's a fraud. I think that's what Neville meant. I think that's subjective perception of what he meant here, but still, anyways, right? The lesson, the summarized concluding lesson in this video for you is, before you attach yourself to any guru, or before you seek out any guru, right? I'm right now lonely. What can I do to no longer be lonely? Or I'm right now not with this SP. What can I do, right? What should I text them? What should I do? Or I'm right now not having the business success. I'm right now not having the job. I'm not having the money. What can I do? Where should I invest? Listening to investment advice. But again, you're still in a state of being a financially lacking person, or you're in a state of finances are difficult, or you're in a state of, no one loves you, or you're in a state of the ill person. But then you try to cover that up, right? Like surface level, doing things on the outside because you listen to gurus. That can be, and usually is, problematic, right? So nothing against any gurus, nothing against people that want to help you online and want to help you in books, but focus on the shift first, right? Focus on as within, so without first. And then you will see whatever, people you do align with from this end state. So when you then shift to being in the end state, having the wealth, feeling as a financially stable person, feeling as, having doubled your salary, feeling as being in this relationship, no longer being lonely, and so on, then maybe this new state, yes, it might take you to a book to read, or to a certain person online. It will teach you certain steps. Absolutely. There's no problem with that. Only when you do that first without having changed your state. That's actually the key message, right? As within, so without. That's the everlasting law. Don't attach yourself to people, and also don't ever attach yourself to me. I'm only expressing this law, this truth, right? This principle, which you can test, which you can apply, which you can prove, for example, with the ladder exercise or other things, that it first happened within, then it was reflected. And if you keep going, you really see a connection from your internal world to the external world, okay? So that's the message. Let me know if that made sense, right? So I'm not bashing any gurus. I'm not bashing anyone. I just say that you should not fall for anyone's bridge and thinking, oh, I need to copy them and I need to do exactly what this person is telling me, right? Before I align within to a new state. But if you align within and then someone says you an advice and you have no resistance to that and it sounds easy and you just follow it, that can certainly bring you results, but not before you not have aligned within. Okay? So let me know what you think. That's it for this video. If you need any help, check out the 2 resources in the video description and pinned comments, my free masterclass and my program. And I speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.